Welcome back. Today we are doing question 112 from 120 speaking topics. First, I'll read the question. If you had the opportunity to learn to play a sport, which sport would you learn? Why? Use specific reasons and details to support your answer. Now, first, I want to explain the question. So if you had the opportunity, so another word for opportunity is kind of chance. If you had the chance to learn to play any sport, if you were allowed, if you had the opportunity to play a sport, which would you learn? So this is asking for your opinion, so you could choose any sport. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. You just have to pick one. Now I want to go over a few words and phrases in the sample answer. The first one is region. As I grew up in a region where there isn't a lot of snow or ice. Now, region is kind of a very broad term. It can mean lots of different things. So a region can be a very small area, it can be a very large area, it can be a huge area. So a region could be Asia, or a region could be Susangu office region. It really depends on what you are talking about. In this case, the region he is talking about is a place where there is no snow. So it's a region that doesn't get snow. The second phrase I want to talk about is eye for the game. Not only will I be able to skate very well, but I will also have the eye for the game. Now this can also mean two different things. The first thing it can mean is that when I watch the game, I will understand how it is played. So for me, we don't grow up playing rugby that often in Canada. Now, I played it with friends years later, and now I know how to play rugby. So when I watch it, I understand what happens. So that's now how I have an eye for the game in rugby. Another way it can mean is you really understand the game and know how to play it properly. Now, in this sense, I think it means the first way. If he watches the game, he would understand it and enjoy watching it more. Okay, now I'm going to go through the sample answer. If I had an opportunity to learn to play a sport, I would choose ice hockey. As I grew up in a region where there isn't a lot of snow or ice, I've never really had the chance to play ice hockey, though I have been able to play most of the other sports. When I watch it on TV, it seems extremely complicated. If I learn to play ice hockey, not will I be able to skate very well, but also have the eye for the game. If I were to pick a sport that I can learn, ice hockey will be my choice for the above reasons. Now I want to go over a few things about the sample answer. The first thing is that this answer actually has two reasons, but you don't see the author saying first and second. So his two reasons are kind of implied in his writing. So the first reason is he's been able to play lots of other sports, but not ice hockey. And the second reason is that when he watches ice hockey on TV, it's very confusing and he wants to learn to enjoy it. So those are the two reasons which he says without saying first and second, which is a very good way to do things, but it is more difficult. The second thing I want to say is there are a few mistakes in this answer. One, in the sentence, when I watch it on TV, it seems extremely complicated, comma, if I learn to play ice hockey. That comma should actually be a period. That sentence should end and a new sentence should start with if. The second thing is in the phrase, if I learn to play ice hockey, not will I be able to skate very well. It is missing a word there. The actual sentence should be, if I learn to play ice hockey, not only will I be able to skate very well. So he's missing the word only, which completely changes the meaning of the sentence. Finally, I want to bring to your notice that he ends it with "for the above reasons." So instead of starting the sentence with "for these reasons," he ends the sentence "for the above reasons," which is just one way to change your answer so they're not always the same, but it means the exact same thing.